Hey, what's up, guys? And yes, you're seeing this correctly. The final episode. The final episode of What If Naruto Awaken Alucard's godly abilities. As you already know, there is no need to be sad because new what ifs are coming up soon for you guys to enjoy. So, how about you guys just click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Making family? And turn on the bell notification to see exactly when I post. And sit back and relax, guys, and enjoy all the new what ifs coming your way. And also go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto was in prison and sealed away for 18 years over an anime king 2, guys, and enjoy that. And also stay tuned for a brand new episode coming over in Making 3. If you're new, yes, you heard that correctly. I indeed have 3 channels that I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Making family. And thank you for all of your help and support, and yeah, without further ado, what do you say begin this new, final episode? Start the intro. So the last part we left off, we begin the finals of the chunin exams. As Naruto was standing in there with Sasuke, as the match was about to start, the Raikage and the others were within Konoha, as they were all here to watch a match, as Hiruzen introduces retiring once again, and Snavy would be his successor, as people clap and applaud when she was finished speaking. With that out of the way, as Naruto and Sasuke start the battle, Sasuke was being aggravated by Naruto, who kept on insulting him that he has everything about him. Sasuke threw and tossed everything that he had at Naruto, but it was not, it did not do a damn thing. Either Naruto deflect or he took it head on, as Naruto also revealed that he had the 4-tailed monkey under his control. That was a shock to the others, as the Raikage was fuming, as Konoha been stealing Jinchurikis now, and taking their Bijus. But that was not the case here, as Snavy informed them. She even herself tried to kill Naruto because he pissed her off, but he was unkillable, something that could not be stopped. As she told them that they could try. After all, he accidentally wiped the hidden stone off the map, and Mizukage understood how powerful he was after all. She saw the way that he dealt with Yagura, like Yagura was some kind of child that did not even faze him one bit. As Naruto then went about after taking Sasuke's arms and legs, just to make him suffer, as he went about collecting the other tail beasts from B and Yujito, but he revived them, and from Gaara as well, as he brought them back to the land of living though, as he created the 10-tailed beast, which was a 10-tailed wolf, as everyone was shocked. We then skipped to Madara, who was the same as Naruto, but yet he was not as powerful. Once he learned that he was able to gather all the power of his victims, he went after the Akatsuki. But Nagato had betrayed him and left, and Konan left with him. Meanwhile, Hinata had found the relics, as these things would help her kill and free her Naruto soul, as she needed allies. As she made her way, 3 years passed, as Naruto was known as a god amongst the elemental nation, giving his strength. But there was a concern though. New Hidden Stone, that was the name village. It appears someone was there that was angry at Naruto, because he did something to their loved ones in the past, as he was unaware who it was though. As Naruto was now a Jonin sensei with Konohamaru and his team, as he was the one leading them. But as Naruto heard that he had weapons that could hurt him because he was a vampire, he had also turned uncle as well. Unknown to him, Hinata was the one behind this, as she was along with Nagato, as she told Nagato and the others send the bishops to capture him. Jiraiya came by as he informed Naruto about all of this. But Naruto said that he would just slaughter them all. It doesn't make a difference one bit, as he would kill each and every one of them. As he took his team and made his way, as they went on their mission, that is when they were attacked by 6 Paths of Pain and one of Hinata's bishops, as he had slipped back here. As Naruto took them all on, before he started to release some of his power, 3% as he started to smile wickedly. They then realized that he was completely on a different level. Nagato had to report this back to Hinata, as he was just too strong for those that he faced off against. As Naruto took some of the bishop blood, but it was filled with holy, as it affected him but not so much. When Madara came there and took it though, he nearly died, as it was coursing through him. Just another fact to show that he was not as strong as Naruto. But Naruto told the group let's continue the mission, and he was sure more would come, but he would just slaughter them all. So yeah guys, it was basically as we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check out for yourself, so yeah. What do you say begin this new episode? Well, final. Madara Uchiha wasn't sure what to do. Back when he first discovered his vampiric nature, he had been overjoyed, but that was 3 years ago. Since then he absorbed the blood of countless individuals, and he got experience and more lives added onto his, but the more he absorbed, the more tired he became. Unlike the young Uzumaki, he had already lived a long life, much longer than any normal shinobi could expect, and it had taken a toll on his mind. Originally, he loved the battle, he loved the rush, the adrenaline, but as the constant wars plagued on, the constant death and suffering around him, he lost more friends and he lost more families. It was for that reason that he accepted the alliance with Hashirama and helped build Konoha. However, things didn't go exactly as planned. The original plan of Konoha was to bring all the ninja clans together. However, only a few came to Konoha while several others spread across the continent, starting their own village to compete with Konoha. Unfortunately, Hashirama and Madara had different views on what to do concerning this development. Hashirama wanted to bring peace by negotiations and alliances. He even went as far as start to hand out the Bijus. In Madara's eyes, he was a fool for doing that, because there was only two ways: bring all the ninjas together or kill the others before they had a chance to gather enough force to compete against you. With all the Biju under their control, they could use them to destroy their competition, but Hashirama was against it, and they fought. Their clash was of the stuff of legends, and if it wasn't for Hashirama bringing Mito along and sealing away the Kyuubi, he was sure that he would have won. But still, in the end he lost. But he still respected Hashirama's skills even though he defeated him. But if he had had the strength to win back then, he would have become Hokage and crushed the other villages before they had gained enough power. But that was all in the past, and his plans had been ruined by the blonde who absorbed all the Bijus inside of him. If it wasn't for that brat, he could have become the Jinchuriki of the Jubi and brought peace to this world. His train of thought stopped there. Why was he still trying to gather the power to complete the Moon Eye plan? As he thought about what the child had done, the child had brought peace to the continent by being so powerful, no one dared defy him. That was the purpose of Konoha after all, and Naruto had done that on his own. So why did he have to try and complete his plan anymore? Why should he keep going? No matter how strong he got, Naruto Uzumaki would be 10 steps ahead of him, simply because of him absorbing the Bijus and getting so strong. And with him having those, no one would dare challenge or start any wars against him. And he would be around for a long time. I guess it's time for me to give up here, he said. Huh? Said both halves of Zetsu, confusion clear in both of the white and black voices. My plan is not needed anymore. As long as the Jinchuriki lives, there will be no wars. Then why aren't we gonna start a war? The black half asked. Because I just remember why I helped create Konoha and started the Moon Eye plan in the first place. So what are we gonna do now? White Zetsu asked. I always wonder about my limits. Huh? Said Zetsu. But the next thing he knew, he was pulled as the era twist and turned around them. Opening his eyes, Zetsu was confused. Where the hell Madara brought them? It looked nothing like elemental nation, nor reality. There was a lot of snow that seemed solid on the ground, and buildings of a different style that he has never seen before, as they seemed clumsy made. Asetsu noticed that it was the same for the people as well. They seemed to be made out of cardboard or something like that, the way they move. Well, this is different, said Madara in confusion, looking at the new reality that he brought himself in. Oh my god, they killed Kenny! You bastard! As Madara looked down to see that his leg had appeared, running down the middle of a young child. Shit, he said. Meanwhile, in the Elemental Nation, New, Hidden Stone was in chaos. Their buildings burned as their ninjas were being slaughtered by the thousands. Their opponent, however, was not really happy. As Naruto's size, he swatted away another person that they call a father, as he thought that New Hidden Stone would give him a challenge at least. But only the bishops were worth anything, and even then, they were not that all-powerful. Sure, it would have been harder to take them on, but he adapted to their holy power after taking a sip of the blood. His body was able to break it down. As Tsunade had forced his hand, he wanted him to get a bit more stronger before he came here, but Tsunade had forbidden it. Either he go right now or she sent Sirius to do it, and he didn't want her to take all of his fun. So here he was as he was being burned with holy relics, decapitated with holy blades, as they were chanting and talking and blah blah blah. But nothing was really doing anything to him anymore. It wasn't that really damaging. He only had access to 6% of his power. He clapped his hands as hundreds of roots erupted from the ground, tearing apart buildings and tearing apart enemies, as he continued towards the church, as they call it. Meanwhile, I can't believe he came here, said Hinata, as she stood witnessing the catastrophe that the monster had brought to their home. Don't worry, Hinata-sama. It will be over soon, I'll make sure of it, said Nagato. When he had first met the girl, she was looking for an army to save her loved one, and revealed that she had access to a serum that allowed people to regenerate. Konan had pleaded with him to join her and take the serum. At first he had doubts, however she had shown herself to be a capable leader. But despite all the training he gave her, he was much weaker than any member of the bishops. But despite that, she was a good leader and everyone was willing to follow her and fight for her no matter what. Since he had taken the serum, he had become different. Where he was once strong enough to destroy Hanzo, he was now strong enough to face the Sage of Six Paths and win. And now he was finally ready to fulfill his purpose in New Hidden Stone. Today he will kill the monster. Meanwhile, bam bam, several ninjas lost their head as Naruto kept on moving, bodies littering his path, making his way towards the leader. As Naruto was getting bored, so he released the Cromwell. As he raised his hand and created a Rasengan, all around the Elemental Nation. As Naruto released his full power, it was felt. A massive mushroom went straight up into the heavens as the place shook violently. Back with Naruto, as Naruto stood in the center of a gaping hole, as he spread his senses around. He might have overdone it with a Rasengan. He reduced New Hidden Stone to rubble and dust. As Naruto scoffed and spat to the side. Boring, he said, as he flashed back to Konoha. Meanwhile, Nagato, Konan and Hinata were confused. One second they were in Hinata's office, the next moment they were standing in front of pearly gates. What happened? Hinata said. I don't know, said Nagato, as he looked around confused, as he saw a man on a podium in front of the gates. As the man spoke, you are Hinata, Nagato, Konan, correct? As they all nodded. I'll admit, it's not often that we get people from the east in this afterlife. This afterlife? Hinata said, confused even more. Yes, I'm sorry to say this, but you three are officially deceased right now, the man informed them. Hinata couldn't believe it. Despite all the effort she put in to free her Naruto from the monster, she died before she could fulfill her goal. May I ask what you meant when you said this afterlife? Asked Nagato. Oh, that is simple. They're called this afterlife. Each one is made by communal beliefs. That belief gives the soul somewhere to go when it dies. But not many from the modern East country come to this version of the afterlife, because other beliefs are more dominant in those sorts of areas, the man said to them. I see. So allow me, the man said, Saint Peter, to welcome you to heaven. Hinata quickly asked, can I go to where Naruto-kun is, she said. Look, I know that this is hard for you to accept, but Naruto Uzumaki is alive, and he was the one that killed you all. I know it's hard to believe, but that monster you were trying to kill was not Alucard. It was Naruto. No, 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 no. Whatever they say, this is not heaven. Heaven wouldn't lie to me about the person I love. I'm sorry. But no matter how much you want to be, you will never be with Naruto. As the massive gates open, allowing entry to the trio. Now go. There are people in there that are waiting for you. Time skip. I hate to say it, but I'm starting to feel bad for that kid, said Zetsu. Oh my god, they killed Kenny! As Madara and Zetsu watch as the boy got torn apart by dogs. Yes, it does raise a question. How can he die so much time, doesn't it? Kenny was special. No matter what, the child always died, but somehow he just popped back up. As he walked along the aisles of the grocery store, as he caught something that he had come to adore in this world. Cheesy puffs. Back at the Elemental Nation, life went on for Naruto and boredom was starting to get to him. Even training Konohama and his group, everything was getting bored. Until today, as Naruto burst out laughing. What's so funny? Asked Victoria. I'm sorry, said Naruto, but I couldn't help myself. Why? What's so funny? The little Uchiha is gonna be a daddy, said Naruto. As she looked confused until a look of realization came in her eyes. As she burst out laughing as well. Time skip. Hidan was angry. It had been 20 years. 20 years of being nothing but a head. And for once he was starting to doubt his god. Had Jashin forgot about him? Had Jashin just wanted to make him suffer or something like that? It was never possible because no one was coming for his head. As for Madara, him and Zetsu had settled into their new life. Although it has been over 20 years, no one in this place aged a bit. As Kenny was still a small child. But screw that, he decided to watch some television. Back at the Uchiha compound at Elemental Nation, Sasuke Uchiha was a pissed off angry man. He was the head of the Uchiha clan, but besides that, he couldn't really do anything. And whose fault was that? None other than Naruto Namikaze. The bastard had stolen all his limbs and scorched his flesh. And to make sure that he didn't die as well. But, if anything, death would have been a release. His brother was found dead. At least he was reviving his clan, but his children did not listen to him. How could they make the clan great again if they did not listen to what a true Uchiha should be? His musings were cut short, however, when he noticed his oldest daughter walked onto him with a smile on her face that he had dread. Hello, Daddy, she said. He had named her Mikoto after his mother, but that was a mistake, as she was a disgrace to the clan. But he had no real authority here because he couldn't really do anything, and she was the oldest, as she was in line to become the new clan head, and she was already running things. But he had to make her know what a Uchiha is, because she did not. What do you want? As he looked towards the 19-year-old. Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought you'd like to know that you'll be a grandfather in a few months. Wait, what the hell do you mean by that, he asked. I never approved of a suitor for you, Sasuke shouted in anger. She's having my child, Sasuke-chan, said a voice. Sasuke's eyes widened as he turned towards the man that ruined his life. You. No. Sasuke started to breathe heavily until his heart started to give out as he had a heart attack right in front of them and died. It was just too much. I was hoping he would live a little bit longer than that, said Naruto. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter anyway. The clan already had a vote on his fate, and he was going to be euthanized within a week anyway. As none of the new generation of Uchihas like their father, all he did was mumble and shout that they didn't know what it means to be a Uchiha, and that they were worthless, and that they were going to fail. Unless they took his teaching to heart. Oh well. So what do you want to call the child, Michael-chan, said Naruto. I was thinking of calling him Shisui, Itachi or Obito. And if it's a girl? Yeah, that was a bit hard to think of, but that name's Kushna, Mito or Snaddy. Yes, I like them too, he said. And with that said, they walked away, ignoring the dead body right beside them, like it was nothing. And yeah, guys, this is where the story came to an end, guys. I just want to say once again, thank you all for the comments, the likes, the views, just thank you. I must say I'm grateful to you all. I really hope that you guys enjoy this final episode, and as you know, don't be bummed out or sad because new episodes are coming up soon for you guys to enjoy. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy, guys. So yeah, without further ado, I'm out for now. Peace.